Okay, I'm going to try and do a series of videos that explain my progress at my tender age of 62, and not really a very accomplished cyclist, although I bought a fantastic new bike about a year ago, well, 6 months ago. And the purpose of this video is A, to try to self-motivate myself to train regularly on rollers. I was extremely worried that when I bought them I wouldn't be able to use them. I had that moment of panic before they arrived. When they arrived, I was due to fly away for work for a few weeks, and I thought I must just try these to see if it's possible. Well, I sat on them for about half an hour. I didn't video that, and the last 5 or 10 minutes I managed to cycle without holding on to anything. I'm going to explain a little bit about that first effort to cycle on rollers, and then I'm going to just video my second cycle session, maybe make some commentaries, but just show how it's going after about 30 minutes of training on cycles. The other reason I'm doing this is that I really want to lose some weight. I was at 78 kilos. After about a month of eating too much and not doing much exercise, I've managed to get up to 84 kilos, which actually quite disappoints me. When I was at 78, I seemed to be able to eat a lot, and it didn't make any difference. But then all of a sudden, it's just shot up 6 kilos. So yeah, I'm upset about that. I want to get rid of that and more. I want to get generally fitter. I want my heart rate to be able to go up. I want to look better. All the sorts of things that you imagine when you're 20 years old, but I'm not quite 20 anymore. Let's see how it goes. I hate my tummy at the moment. It seems to have really bloated up after all the effort I did to get down from 83 kilos to 83 kilos to 78, and then I've gone right back up again. Okay, I'm now on the bike, on the rollers, and of course holding on to a table. You'll see that this is a really nice little kind of corridor to cycle in. When I started off on this for my very first time, I actually found it very difficult to keep the bike between the rollers, even stationary, and getting on it was quite tough. I then cycled away. Oops, let's hold the bars up here. Cycled away with my weight quite heavily on this tabletop here. And I found that I was just balancing the bike too much over to one side. I couldn't go from that position to both hands on the wheels. It was just too much of a jump. I do find looking ahead and cycling fast makes it very much easier, but it isn't that easy. I then changed and put my elbow on the side here, the right hand side, and I found this much better, mainly because it held me more upright. And I then found that as I started to cycle much faster, I just naturally came off the cupboard and went upright, a bit like this. Oh Jesus, I can still do it a little bit. Wow. And God, I'm doing it. And I swear, God, I've only done this for like half an hour, and it feels very comfortable. The faster I go, the easier it gets, and I'm really feeling more or less quite stable. The bike's moving around quite a lot, but there is time to steer it straight. God, I mustn't look down. So as you can see, even after just half an hour, you can actually sit on it, ride. And then the secret, of course, is to try to relax, which, well, I can't believe that I'm actually doing it. This is so exciting. I thought this was impossible to do a few weeks ago after I'd spent a lot of money to buy the best possible rollers that you can link up to computers and all the rest of it. Moments of panic. It arrives, I unpack it, and I can do it. This is absolutely one of the most amazing feelings that I've had in years and years. Let me just cycle like this a little bit, work up a bit of a sweat, and then I'll stop the video and I'll end it there and try and go on to a slightly better training program. And I'll put the fan on. It really is quite hot, but it's just amazing that here I am actually on the rollers, but I'd be a bit worried about doing it with nothing either side. I lowered the saddle, that makes it easier in some extent. I don't have shoes that clip into pedals. I've just got ordinary trainers on, so if I come adrift, I'm not attached to the bike. Okay, let me stop this video now, and I'll try and do more of this for maybe half an hour, maybe just 10 minutes. I'll see. I don't want to do too much at a time. Wow, awesome. Okay, let's try and stop there and get off and say goodbye for now. Wow.